Alright, so that cleared up. This piles up quite a little bit, but then every time the lights go green, they all clear out anyway, so it's not a problem. Great. Great, we solved that one as well. Alright, awesome. I like how that turned out. I'm always amused by how they manage to navigate this sort of thing. But nobody crashes their cars in this game. Nobody ever crashes. Okay, so back to this. So let me just take my ramps. Actually, so what did I say? I want a T-junction like there. Except they'll be mostly elevated. Let me try dropping that. Well, I don't need... Let me get rid of these. And these. And then let me drop a thing there. Well, let me just mark this out. Let me just kind of remember that. Let me put that there. Because we can remove these two end bits and then put that there like that. Can kind of... Well, there's not really enough space. There's kind of enough space. There's not really enough space. Let's see if we can make this work, shall we? Let's see if we can just make that work. Huh. I'm not sure if there's enough room to join this up, to be honest. So we need this to... Actually, no, it's gonna work. So we need this to join there, and then we need this to join there. See, that's okay. And then this part, we need to join this to that, and then that to this. This is probably not ideal. What I probably should do is... I wonder how... Oh, that's gonna work out. So this is probably not ideal. I'm gonna turn this around a little bit. Like that, no. No. Turn this around a bit. So, it's kind of like that. That's... Look how steep that is. I wonder why... The game sometimes lets you make these really steep slopes when you really should not be able to. And it's really weird. That is crazy. But you know, the game is okay with it, so I don't know. If it lets you do it, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm not gonna question that too much. So I mean, this could really be elevated. Although maybe I want to stick a road there or something crazy like that. No, let's not do that. Let's not stick a road there. See here, I kind of want to change this into one of these now. At this point. And I probably should. Should I? I think I should. Alright, well let me just pause this because we're gonna do some massive rebuilding here. I'm gonna remove that as well. In fact, I'm gonna remove all of that, all of this, and then drop one of these things. Haha, there's not enough room. And there's still not enough room. Well, maybe there is enough room. Because all I need really is to... Alright, we're gonna get rid of some more of that. We're just gonna casually put that there and then join this up. Let's see how this works. We want that to go. No, we want that to. Actually, let me just remove that. We want this to go there. We want this to come to there. Alright, that works. And then we can get rid of these, and we can. Let me just curve this a little bit. Do that, and do that. Interesting. So interesting. Alright, so here we're going to stick a 6-lane down. No, just straight across. 6-lane to there. Yeah? Yeah, alright, yeah, alright. Let that run for a bit. And those cars just jump into the air, amazing. Everything's fine, right? What are these cars doing? Oh, they're just getting back on the highway. Alright, so now the trucks, let's see, what's this guy? This is so excessively over-engineered at this point, but eventually we're gonna make it so that there's gonna be stuff built all around here, and we're gonna use this. That hot dog guy is leaving the town. Alright, I see. I mean, it's really interesting that nobody really uses this at all. Like, nobody ever comes down here, it seems like. What's this guy doing? Is he just stuck in traffic? No, he's moving. Like, you know, for some reason, very few trucks actually come down here. In fact, no trucks ever come down here. You would think that they would need it, but I guess they don't. Oh no, here we go. What's this? What are these guys? Box truck returning to facility. Alright, so they export. And now they're returning to facility, and these are from these factories, right? So that guy is gonna turn it into one of these factories at some point. What is he doing? What are you doing? Alright, delivering stuff. And is that the same truck? Exporting goods. Alright, so this truck is now going to leave the city. But you know, instead of leaving the city this way, I think it's going to choose to go to the highway and leave the city that way. Let's just follow this guy for a little bit. Can I click on one of these things? Ah, there we go. Let's just follow this guy for a little bit. I want to... Can I... Let me just zoom out. Yeah, so then it goes on the highway here and then exports goods from this point. And I think it's going to turn right here. Yeah, it is. Alright, so then it turns right. And then it leaves the city, just like that. Alright, good. Good for you, box truck. Good for you. See, there's more trucks using this than the other one. Maybe I should, I mean, there's no congestion, so maybe I don't care. Yeah, I should probably put one of these here as well, because I'm gonna build around here, right? Alright, we're gonna over-engineer everything. It's just, demolish this stuff. Alright, I don't even know if that's enough room, because one of these things are really big. Alright, that's enough room there. Great. everything is just ridiculously over-engineered. Alright, I'm gonna go this way, you're gonna come down here. Nope, come down there. And then let's just join these up. Slope too steep. It decides that one is too steep for some reason. Alright, so we're gonna do that. That is great. And then 6-lane road. There. Alright, so that should help a little bit there. Even now, that should help a little bit. I mean, in the future, that's really gonna help a lot. What is this? It just does that when you change road types. Interesting. I mean, if you pay attention to this, this guy doesn't move until this is clear here. So they're treating these as intersections. They don't have traffic lights on them, but they're still treated as intersections. So they stutter a little bit here, and they would stutter a little bit here too if there's more traffic. So having a small roundabout is not ideal in this game because the cars don't really know how to navigate them completely efficiently. I mean, it's not bad, but there are slight issues. Not enough for us to be worried, but it's something to keep in mind with this sort of intersection, that it can get overloaded a little bit, and maybe it is a design problem that I need to fix in the future. Although, in testing this one, I put one of these things here, which is one of my busiest intersections, and it worked fine. So I don't think it's a big deal, it's just something that I guess we need to keep in mind. Interestingly, a lot of traffic coming through between these two every now and then. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it stutters a little bit, look at that. It doesn't jam up, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we've got this so far. And I don't really know what to do about this here. But on this side, we're gonna come around. I'm building it as though we're going to expand the city further out this way, and I don't really plan to, but we're gonna build it as though we're gonna do that. So here, I guess I want the T-junction like that. Let me just drop one of these things here. Maybe I want the T-junction in between there like that. I don't know if there's enough room to do that. Because the problem is that the T-junction also has a lot of excessive... I mean, technically there's enough room there, but not if... Let me change my mind. And change my mind here. There's so many roads. That junction is so complicated. Alright, so let's put this roughly in the middle here. Maybe like that? I don't know if that's... Okay, put that roughly in the middle. We'll lose those, and then we'll try to fit these around here, which I mean, that kind of works. Alright, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put this like here. And then we join these up. Let's see, I'm gonna join, nope, I'm gonna join that to that, and then this to that. Great. And then those, and no, and that one, yep, good. And then here we need to get rid of those. And join that with that, and join this with, wait a minute, join this with this. Awesome. And then we close this here. Great. And I guess I should. Well, what happens here? So I guess here we're gonna try and fit 2 of these. We can't actually fit 2 of these in here, can we? We can fit 1. Unless... No, we can fit 1 of these in here. And I'm actually a little bit sad about not being able to fit 2 of these. Although maybe that's okay. Sure. Let's do that for now. To be honest, I don't know if this is the best idea. I don't know if it's the best idea to design roads in this way. I think I want to raise this up a little earlier. And let this page up. Why is it not curving? I wanna. What's it doing? What's it doing? I want it to be. I don't know. Never mind. All right, just do that. And then here we wanna go straight across to there, and then come across to there like that. Great. Wow, we just put a whole lot of highways into this space. I mean, the roads take up so much room. But roads are really important, so I guess we're gonna do that. This is awkward. Do I wanna... I wanted to come this way. Maybe I'll just... Let's not do that. Let's just... I do wanna... Doesn't really make sense to come this way because there's not enough distance there anyway, so it does make sense to go further around. Alright, it does make sense to do that. And we'll just join these up. And then we'll close that off there. Yeah, this is that's a lot of highway compared to this. There's a lot more highway. Although I do plan to put everything on high density in this area, so there you go. Fascinating. That's a lot of highway. The game keeps telling me to buy more land. Should I just do that now and just... Let me... What is that, 7,000? Let me just buy those 2. How many pieces of land am I actually allowed to buy? Advisor help build roads for help. Click on no. How many areas am I actually allowed to buy? I don't even know.